Hey, welcome to the Cup A Noodles Show, back by popular demand. I'm your host. They call me College. This man right to my left goes by the name KB. Let's do this.
Let's kick the door down. Today on Cup of Noodles, where we discuss the big three topics in sports, news, and entertainment. Today in sports, we'll be discussing Manny to the Chicago White Sox, Matt Leinart, and also UFC 118. In news, we'll be discussing the D.C. rally, Hurricane Katrina, 5-year anniversary, as a matter of fact, and also presidential address from last night. In entertainment, we'll be discussing Paris Hilton's drug charge, Chad Ochocinco, and also keeping up
With the Kardashians.
Let's do this.
Cup of Noodles.
Let's start the show with sports. Manny Ramirez, Chicago White Sox.
And it might be a good look for Manny. Supposedly he just did his first interview in Espanol, in Spanish. What do you think about that?
Manny's at the tail end of his career. Either he's going to help the White Sox get to the playoffs, or he's just going to make his $3.8 million in a month.
Just Manny being Manny. I mean, I don't know, man. I really don't think Manny is going to be a good addition to the White Sox. If anything, it probably hurt him.
If you keep Manny Ramirez in that number 4 spot, that's a threat. You have to actually pitch around Manny. So I think he could help down the stretch.
So where the White Sox at as far as standings right now?
The White Sox are actually 4 games out at the moment, behind the Minnesota Twins. I still think the Twins is going to pull it off, but the White Sox should be able to make a push.
Let's see what else we got on sports today.
Matt Leinart.
Yeah, Kurt Warner, where you at? Because Arizona Cardinals quarterback situation has been terrible since he decided to retire and go be a broadcaster for the Iowa Barnstormers.
Matt, you had 3 years, 4 actually preseasons to prove yourself to get that starting job. You was a number 10 draft pick in 2006.
Bust.
I don't know what happened. Big time USC star. I mean, everything is there for you.
Yeah, I mean, he had it. I mean, he just had to go in there and play ball, but, everybody can't perform on the next stage. And obviously, Matt Leinart could not do that.
I got Derek Anderson starting the first game.
Yeah,
Matt Leinart, keep whining.
Well,
keep bitching, you'll be in Buffalo.
Well, they're talking about trading him to the Bills, like you just said, the Raiders, and doesn't really make a lot of sense to trade him to the Giants because he knows he's not going to get any playing time. I'd rather sit on the bench in Arizona than go play behind a Manning.
Jason Campbell's in Oakland now, so he would be his backup if he went to the Raiders.
Backup.
Stay where you at, Matt.
Not a good look, Matt.
UFC 118. This is what I want to get to.
Yeah, it was pretty funny because I'm pretty sure everybody's seen the commercials talking about James Tony talking about Manacchio. What are we saying, Princess, whatever. It was something funny. You got Google the commercial or something, but it was funny. So what happened with that?
James Tony was lights out.
Was he lights out or did he get knocked out?
Choked out.
Really?
First round.
Submission.
Wow. I think that he needs to stick to boxing, which is not a lot for him to stick to.
Well,
right now.
they hyped it up to be boxing versus UFC, and obviously, if it was in a boxing ring, I would probably say James Tony would win. Being in the UFC ring, of course, he's gonna lose.
One thing, James, it's like this: either you're gonna tap out in the UFC, or one of the Klitschko brothers are gonna knock you out. Make a choice.
Yeah. Not a good look for James Tony.
In news, it was a D.C. rally, which actually was the anniversary this past weekend of Martin Luther King's "I Have a Dream" speech.
Yeah,
it was
I heard about that.
By Glenn Beck, and also Sarah Palin was there. What you think about that?
I mean, Glenn Beck. I watch him on Fox News. I'm not a big fan of his. I'm not gonna lie, but I do tune in just to see what he's ranting about for the day. Sarah Palin. Sorry, but just not one of my favorite person. I won't even diss her. She's just not one of my people. I don't know.
Was this political?
Of course it was political. Everything with politics is political.
It was a political agenda to have this rally. It had nothing to do with bringing this country together. I don't buy it one bit.
No.
I'm not a right-wing type of guy, but I don't think I even have to be to have enough sense to know that this was a political move by Glenn Beck and Sarah Palin.
Of course. I mean, if they really wanted to do something for Dr. Martin Luther King, donate some money to his monument getting built. I don't know what's up with that. You know what's going on with his monument right now? I know it's not complete.
Idea.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I need to check into that.
I know it's working out. We'll keep you posted on that. Let you know what's going on.
No doubt.
Hurricane Katrina, 5-year anniversary.
5 years. I've been watching a lot of footage on CNN, Discovery Channel. I mean, everywhere you look right now, Hurricane Katrina is on TV, and it's just surreal. Just still to these images in the film, people being pulled out of attics, of Louisiana flooded out. It was devastating. It's still devastating.
There are still wards in the city of New Orleans that you can still see that it's suffering. I've been to New Orleans.
Right.
I love the city.
Love the city.
And I believe that the government, the federal government, needs to take more of initiative to put this at the top of the agenda.
Right.
Because you cannot ignore an entire city. This is still a city in this country. This is a great city, one of the best cities in the United States.
Right.
And it's on the back burner.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's, people still don't have jobs.
Still houses, still, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're in terrible condition mode. There's bodies that haven't even been recovered yet. So
over 100,000 people never came back. I think that's a huge issue. Obama, I think you need to take care of that.
But
put that
on another note, not to be, playing the race card, but a lot of black neighborhoods, they're being greened out or zoned out for parks and things like that. So, I mean, that tells me that they're not even worried about the African American community.
I will put it on record and say it like it is. The government, whoever, loves to see the elimination of blacks in the city. They can spread out, go somewhere else, that'll be fine and work to their favor. Yes, I said it. But I do think that a lot of blacks did have to, a lot of our own people had to leave the city of New Orleans, had no option to come back.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of people out there, you know who you are, wants it like that, wants to keep it like that. But you know what? That city will rebound because the heart of that city is so big.
What did my man Ray say? Chocolate City will be alive and well.
I don't know all about that. It was chocolate and vanilla.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of,
I think Creole.
Both races love the city.
Love New Orleans. If you ever get a chance, go check it out. Some of the best art, music. It's just a good culture. So if you're down that way, check it out. Spend some money down there in the community.
Great city. Much love for the NO.
No doubt.
Presidential address last night. The war is at this tail end.
Yeah. Well, at least for combat operations, we still got some 50,000 troops still there on the ground, assisting with the people with the training of their troops. Thank God. I'm glad it's over because we should have probably never been there in the beginning. Yeah, it's good to get rid of Saddam. No weapons of mass destruction. But I don't know, man. I'm glad we're getting out of there, man. Let's bring our men and women home.
As someone that served and went out there, how do you really feel about the troops that are actually that know that they're coming home? How do you feel about that?
Oh man, I'm pretty sure they're like happy. I mean, it's a complete, like, I couldn't even imagine and put it into words how I feel to be away from your family, away from your friends, and to be coming home. It's a good feeling. I'm pretty sure a lot of them are happy. Unfortunately, a lot of people have died. We don't know if it's for a good. I mean, we all know it's for defending America, but I mean, wars and weapons of mass destruction is the question.
I believe we should have came to this day a long time ago. Over 4,000 troops died. It's a tragedy. It's very tragic that it came down to this 4,000 troops that went out there and lost their lives.
I'm pretty sure it was more than that.
Do you feel that this is good timing for the upcoming November elections?
Of course. I mean, America is tired of war. I mean, yeah, we still want to get Osama bin Laden. I mean, yeah, why not? He was the mastermind behind the whole, the whole massacre in New York City. But we'll get him. We'll get him in Afghanistan if that's where he's hiding. But I think Obama's message was on point. a couple things was lost in translation. I mean, I still think he really needs to speak on the economy because that's the real issue in America, the economy. But I think it was a good look for a November election.
We'll see in the year in 2011, economy and jobs will be one big thing because of the fact that a lot of these troops will be looking for work when they come back.
Yeah, and I guarantee Obama, if he catches Osama bin Laden, he'll get his other 4 years.
Let's see if we have an economic boost. We're spending over $1 billion a month in Iraq and Afghanistan, so we'll see how that turns out.
Yeah, moving on to entertainment, what we got on tap?
Paris Hilton.
Ugh.
Paris Hilton caught with cocaine in her car. She actually tried to fool the police officer and tell him that she believed that, well, she thought that it was bubblegum.
Wow, it was bubblegum. I mean, I know she's a blonde, but she's not that blonde. Paris Hilton doesn't surprise me. I hope she gets jail time, actually. Hope she gets jail time.
She should. I don't think she won't.
She'll probably get, 3 days in jail. I mean, Lindsay Lohan, had like crack on her or something, got, a week. It was ridiculous. I think when it comes to superstars and entertainers, they get off with a slap on the wrist. Normal people like us, we had cocaine, guess what? Probably doing about 10 years.
Lockdown, we'd be on MSNBC.
Sure would. We'd be doing that purple.
Showing people ourselves.
Yep. We'd be on Lock Up Raw.
In the words of Tyrone Bigham, it was a crack rock.
Yeah.
It's bubblicious.
So, Paris Hilton, not a good look for you, crackhead.
Ocho Cinco down to the final two. Ruby was there from the beginning.
Yeah.
And Ruby was going to win. I think that he had feelings from her from the start.
Yeah. I'm glad to see, what was her name? Tara. I don't know why I can't get this girl name right, but she was a joke. She
had a point. Old girl does look like Sean Penn, Brittany.
Yeah, but she has a funny nose thing going on herself right now. I don't know what it is. She was just there for TV, for ratings. Hopefully Chad can get down to some, if he's really looking for love, which I doubt, then Ruby will probably be the best pick. The other girl, not so much.
Stick with Ruby. Your girl Brittany looks like a man. You want to be with a man, you got all those teammates in your life.
Exactly.
Keeping up with the Kardashians.
That's your show.
Kim looking for a date.
Why didn't she call you?
Mama Kardashian, Keller, is putting her on a blind date. She actually went out with a soccer player.
From the Galaxy, right?
From the LA Galaxy.
They're lame.
And it was a one and done date.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know.
You need to get in touch with her mom. Get on the list.
I think I'm going to pass on that list.
I think she should stay single for a little bit. Just do what she do. She works hard.
Obviously, somebody here, since we always talk about Kim Kardashian on Cup of Noodles, somebody must have a slight crush on Kim Kardashian. I'm going to probably say this person is probably to my left, but hey.
I'm not a Kim fan.
Are you a stalker? Do we need to call the police?
I'm not a Kim fan.
We need a restraining order for Kim?
I'm not a Kim fan. I'm actually a Courtney fan.
Really? Well, this seems to be all our time today on Cup of Noodles. I'm your man, College. This man right here to my left goes by the name of KB. Anything you want to say before we get out of here?
No.
Deuces.
We out.
Next time, Cup of Noodles. Holla at your boy.